Hello, Facebook. Good evening. It's early evening here. Actually, it's like 8 p.m. I was tuning in to the truth I want to share with you today. And as I was in the forest, I was on like hike. I had this, realization coming through. And then I was tuning in. I was like, yeah, I think I want to share the realization. So basically, few months ago, I would say around 4 or 5 months ago, I started to really get tired of my phone. I mean, I was always on my phone, but I was also noticing that is exhausting for me. I'm getting tired, like you get mentally tired, and yeah, it's just making you tired, like just scrolling through social media. So I started this habit of not taking my phone to my bedroom, or even if I took it, I was just living very far away from the bed. And that was one of the first really big breakthroughs because I started to have a time in the morning to actually connect with myself. And then in the evening, where I would be just like scrolling, I had the time to actually be with myself, be with what I'm feeling. And it's strange because like I have been doing this for over 4.5, 5 months now. And what I've noticed, it's actually shocking, is that all of these days where I actually had my phone away from my bed, I am way more calm, grounded, and centered. Every now and then, like every few weeks, if there is like, I don't know, I'm just waiting for an urgent message, or and I'm going to bed and I don't want to like get up and walk to pick up my phone when the message comes, I found that sometimes, like over maybe few days, I took the phone with me. And then I've noticed that next day, obviously in the morning I was scrolling, right? Because the phone was near. And then I would already start the day while being like in this contraction, in this like, this readiness. It wasn't so smooth and calm. That was my first observation. And it's absolutely amazing how much minimizing the phone usage can actually benefit to you being centered, grounded, and happy. Like I'm so happy when I get this notification on my iPhone now, when it shows me how many percent the usage of my phone dropped in comparison to like last week and last week. So I'm absolutely loving. But what I want to share, I mean, accept the fact that I am way more centered, way more calm, way more connected with my truth, right? Rather than absorbing other people's truths. I've also found it something interesting. So every now and then when I just like, I don't know, chill or rest, and I've got phone somewhere near me, I am noticing like, the mind tells you like, oh, check Facebook or check something. And then I've noticed few times how my hand, which started to reach for the phone, followed the message, right, from the head, it actually comes back. And I was actually shocked. So it kind of is like my body is actually does goes there, but it comes back. So it's like my body doesn't want to pick up the phone. And I found this really fascinating because it just shows how I have retrained myself. So my body knows. My body knows that this is not good for me. So it's like I'm observing this moment of reaching and then actually coming back, and I'm like, wow, it was a good few months. And I can just see so much change. And I think the biggest change is that I've really tapped to my truth like never before. I think when we spend lots of time on social media, what happens is actually we get so absorbed in other people's stories which are often one-sided. Let's start from this, right? And then you don't notice your own truth. So I've become way more calmer, relaxed, connected with my truth. I would say way more bold, because the courage is in you. It's in your power. It's in your truth. And sometimes we are actually like disconnected from it because we are digesting the stuff we are absorbing from the internet, which is not even relevant to our life in the first place. So I don't know where are you with this phone addiction. I think most of us, all of us probably have it. But feel free to share it. And also, if you would love to really like minimize the use of the phone, I would also suggest, because I've noticed huge difference using the blue light filter on the phone. You can get like a free app, because what I've noticed is that this blue light is actually keep you even more awake. That's why I had the sleeping problems before. Since I started to use actually blue light filter, I'm way more okay with the falling asleep at this particular time. And also it's like, it's this, the mind, you know, when the light goes like darker, because you can set it up the hours, suddenly your mind also gets this message, okay, it's the night time, right? So it's like, we are closing the show a little bit, we are like dimming the show. And I just found fascinating really how you can train yourself, how later your body can lead you, and you can actually notice that even if your mind reaches for the phone, your body doesn't want, because it knows there's nothing exciting for you there really. So that's my share for today. I hope you find it helpful, and let's really all try to be way more offline, because the real life is happening actually offline. Bye.